All right, guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Just wanted to do another video for you guys. In this video, I'm going to be doing an airdrop from both of my accounts. So hopefully the blockchain isn't so congested and it'll work seamlessly, hopefully crossing my fingers. But let's just get into it. And then I'm going to kind of talk through what's going on with the farm. The price of Rev is looking really, really good. It was at 40 something and change yesterday. Now it's at $53. So yeah, it's going to be very, very exciting to see what happens with the price of Rev as we get closer to the layer 2 transition. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and start this airdrop because I do need to confirm each one manually. Anyway, you can see here the price of drip sitting at $77. The price is going all over the place right now. It's moving up, it's moving down. You can see here at a nice little spike right here. I guess somebody, bought quite a big bag of it. I'm not sure exactly what caused this price to come up to $81, but it's come down a little bit. Now sitting at $77. So I did the calculation here. About $10,000 worth of drip is about 130 drip. So I'm going to do 130 drip airdrop from my first account, and then another 130 drip airdrop on my second account. So that's $10,000 per account. So 20,000 total right now in this video. And yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go to the faucet real quick. You can see here, this thing is cranking. My deposit is up at around $1.9 million. The balance keeps coming day in, day out, every hour on the hour. The drip balance here, the available balance continues to grow. I'm going to go ahead and withdraw that anyways, real quick. Let me claim. So there's going to be parts of this video that I'm not going to be talking because, as you guys know, when I'm doing transactions, I like to, focus on what I'm doing. But let me go ahead and claim that real quick. Then I'll do the airdrop. So there you go. Let me scroll down. Give me 1 second here, guys. Let me just make sure that went through. Yeah, there you go. All right. So my drip balance right now is 5,613. Yeah, my goodness, almost closing in on $500,000 worth of drip just in my balance, just on this account, 437,000. But let me go ahead and just a quick airdrop. As you guys know, I'm going to be doing airdrops. It's going to change every time. It's not the same. Like in this one here, I'm going to be doing an airdrop for people that have 100 drip deposited in their account and they're net positive. The one that I did previous, the airdrop I did previous, was for people who were referring people who didn't have bigger deposits. So some of you guys might be saying, well, I don't have 100 drip in my account and I can't deposit that much because the price of drip is going up. Then refer people, build a team, start telling people about it. Even if you have a smaller amount deposited, if you're referring people and you're building a team, I'll reward you next time I do an airdrop. But I do, because I did the last one on people who had referrals, this one here, no referrals required, but it's for people that have at least 100 drip deposited. So that being said, let's get to it. What was my budget? 130 drip. So yeah, I'm not sure how many people are going to qualify for this, but it'll be divvied up amongst people that have a net positive account with 100 drip. So while that's working, let me go and talk a little bit about the Manor Farm. As you can see, this thing's taking it really slow right now, so hopefully it'll speed up a little bit. You can see here the Manor Farm, $53.24 is the price of Rev right now. The TVL exploded over the last 24 hours, now sitting at $53.2 million in TVL. Yeah, pretty insane. Let me go back here. All right, so and this is going slow. Scroll down. All right, so let me go over here to pools. Yeah, you can see here $73,000 worth of rev I have staked in the safe house, and $24,000 worth of ETH I have here in the ETH only pool. Earned over $8,200 worth of rev. If you combine that with the BUSD earned right here, it's almost 10,000, pretty much $10,000 I've earned here in the last week. And I'm not even in the aggressive pools. I'm in the very, very, very conservative pools. And yet we've made over $10,000 profit just in these pools. So again, lots of different ways you can play this. You can be, very aggressive with it. You could be a little bit more conservative. It's all up to you. Like for me, I'm not much of a big farmer. I mean, I am, but for this, I'm more of a faucet person. Obviously, I've been very clear in the past. The faucet is the main deal for me. Yes, I have a nice chunk in the garden. Yes, obviously, you can see here I have a nice chunk in the farm. I have over 100,000 staked, not counting the 10,000 of profit. But the faucet is the main deal for me. So, all right, cool. This is done. So we have 41. Well, I'm gonna see. This is my other wallet, so I'm gonna take this out. Yeah, you take this out right here. Okay. What is that? Yeah, 40 people. So 40 people will divvy up to 10,000. Now on my second account, there's less people there. So I'm going to do the same 10,000. It'll be divvied up amongst less people, I think, so that the people over there are going to get a much bigger amount. Okay. Give me 1 second here. Let me just pull out my trusty phone calculator here. Just check something. Okay. So it's about, I don't know, what is that? $250 per person for 40 people, something like that, give or take. I'm not really super good at math, but let me go ahead and get this going because I do have to confirm this one by one. So as I was saying, on my second account, it's less people. So the same 10,000 divvied up amongst less people, they're going to get a bigger slice of pie over there. Now, if you're smart, which I know some of you are, because some of you guys have messaged me saying, hey, I've used your buddy address on both accounts, then you're double dipping here. You're getting 2 airdrops essentially, assuming both of your accounts are net positive, of course. But yeah, that's, if you want to do that, great. You don't have to do that. If you want to follow me on my second account, I will leave my buddy address down below. So while this is going, you can see here the Manor farm is doing its thing. Now, again, I think it's Monday, right? Monday, because that'll be 2 weeks that this has been out. Then obviously we're going to be transitioning into L2. You can take your Rev tokens that you've accumulated, right? Either through farming or if you just bought them straight out. And you could take those Rev tokens and buy into the L2 native token. And if you do that, essentially you'll get a 20% bonus right out the gate. So, I mean, that's the strategy that a lot of people are doing. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to just take my Rev tokens and I'm going to go ahead and buy into the L2 farm or the L2 native token during the pre-sale. You get a 20% bonus right off the top and then take those tokens and stake them. So we go ahead and just confirm this. Yeah, things are going fantastic. I mean, obviously with any farm, there's going to be risk. Anything you do in crypto, there's going to be risk. But if you can stomach the risk and you're okay with it, and you have some experience farming, again, this is the prelude, the introduction, so to speak, into the actual real farm, the main one, which is going to be the animal farm, which is layer two. So that's where, quote unquote, the real fun will begin. So we'll see what'll happen. Again, you don't have to get into this. You can strictly stay into the faucet if you want to. But yeah, you can see here, everything that Forex Shark has done pretty well. Not saying that there's a guarantee every single time he does something, but there's a track record there, right? Obviously, the drip faucet has been running now for about 9 months, and it's been doing extremely well. Obviously, people have been making crazy profit with it. The drip garden was a huge success, right? Even though some people didn't understand it at the beginning, it was a huge success. And obviously, you see the manor farm, even though people were bitching and complaining the first, day or two or three, now there's people, making profit with it. And all of this is just to solidify drip, right? It's to create liquidity for drip. So if you're a drip holder, you should be happy about all this stuff. So that being said, you can make profits, passive income through all the different parts of the ecosystem, or you can stick with the faucet, totally up to you. But this faucet thing has been going bananas. Let me show you here my deposit. This one here is up to 1.9 million, 1,900,000, almost 2 million, right? The deposits on this one. This can't be real. Look at the drip. Price of drip right here is showing. Oh no, that's not the price. That's my available balance. I was about to say $102 drip right now. But yeah, I was mistaken there. But let me show you my second account right here. Let me just, while this is going, might as well show you that. So I'm doing two things here. I'm doing this airdrop confirming, and I'm kind of just being transparent here and showing you my accounts. This is my other account here. Why do you have two accounts? Some people have asked me, because I'm about to max out my first account. Once that account maxes out, instead of waiting until it maxes out and then starting a new account, at that point, I want it to be, kind of up and running. I didn't want to skip a beat. I wanted to just be, kind of in traction already. So this account I'm already building this account as that account gets closer and closer to maxing out. You can see here, the faucet on my second account is over $1 million as well. I have over $3 million in both accounts deposited. 1% of that is $30,000 a day. You see here, my available balance is almost $250,000 here. I'm going to claim that. Yeah, it's almost 30,000 with the price of drip as it is right now. It's at $30,000 a day, which is freaking insane. Insane. In addition to this, guys, obviously I'm still in a bunch of I hate using the term old miners, because not old, but crypto, it seems like it's old because we haven't talked about it in quite a bit. But I'm still in BNB miner. I'm still in a bunch of those miners. We're slowly, still getting passive income from it. But as you guys know, that as the TVL drops in those old traditional miners, your daily passive payout also drops relatively. So even though it's way less than we were making, they're still paying out. I'm still withdrawing. The 8 Heroes NFT, they're going to be starting staking soon, probably I think at the end of this month, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see what happens there. I'm not exactly sure what the payouts are going to be, and even they have said until they start it, they're not going to be sure what the payouts are going to be. But at the very least, you can stake your NFTs and make some passive income instead of just holding on to them and just kind of waiting for the price appreciation to occur. If in fact it does occur, at least we could stake them now and earn some POW tokens, which is their native token. We'll see what happens there. So again, while that's doing its thing, drip is I'm not really jumping into a lot of things right now because we do have the layer 2, even though, people are hitting me up with all these different platforms. Devs are hitting me up with different platforms in Telegram saying, hey, take a look at what we're doing. I am kind of taking a look at it, but I'm not really, looking to do anything, at least until layer 2 launches, because I want to be focused on that. And, once that thing launches, and I'm sure it's going to be successful, then we'll kind of, see what other things are out there. But even if we don't jump into anything new right now, which I'm not jumping out of my skin to, jump into anything new right now, this thing has been working like crazy, this drip faucet. Oh, I'm still over on VVS Finance as well. I'm still staking over on the Crow blockchain, which I haven't talked about in quite a bit, but we're still staking over there. So, we have passive income pretty much hitting us from every direction. So even though the market is down while we are in this quote unquote bear market, you got to find ways to make income, guys, passive income. There's opportunities everywhere. You just got to keep your eyes open and be willing to take a risk, obviously, if you can stomach the risk. If you can't, then don't, because there is risk in all of this stuff. I want to be very clear. All of this stuff is super duper risky. There's nothing guaranteed out here. Things can go sideways pretty quick, which is why I tell people all the time, hey, when you make a deposit into something, I know you can stomach the risk. You've told me you can stomach the risk, but lock in your profit, get your seed capital out. There's nothing wrong with withdrawing. You don't have to compound to the moon. If you want to compound to the moon after you've pulled out your initial deposit, then go knock yourself out, but at least pull out your initial deposit so you're pretty much risk-free, right? You're clear. You're just playing with house money at this point. So again, that, have in your strategy one way or another, a way to lock in your profits and pull your initial out, whether it be all of it up front, whether it's a 50-50 strategy or something like that, a 60-40. Maybe you compound one day, withdraw one day, compound one day, withdraw one day. I don't know, whatever strategy works for you. But pull your seed capital out of anything. I'm not just talking about the drip faucet. I'm talking about anything that you're doing out there. That's kind of been my main focus, for the last couple of years as I've been in this space. If you've been a longtime subscriber, you know that I talk about that all the time. Nothing's changed, right? Go in, pull your seed capital out. If you want to compound to the moon from there, it's up to you, but get your initial out first. All right, so this should be done soon. Confirm that. Okay. Now, what's coming up next, outside of the layer 2 farm, obviously, and outside of the Ape Hero staking, which I'm kind of following with a loose eye, there's also the relaunch of Rex 2.0. Again, we'll see what happens there. I'm not really holding my breath. There's never been a platform that launched a 2.0 version that has done well, because confidence is hard to get back once you lose it. And I think there's a lot of people that have lost confidence with what happened with the Rex 1.0. Now, that being said, do I want it to succeed? Hell yes, I want it to succeed. Of course I want it to succeed, because why? Because I'm holding a big bag of it, right? I'm invested in it. So I'm hoping, I got my fingers crossed. I hope they do something successful, and I am, going to be keeping an eye on it. But again, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But that's another thing that's going to be launching. The other thing that's going to be launching as well is the Pulse chain. Give me 1 second. I just want to stay focused on this here. Pulse chain, right? Now the Pulse X sacrifice, as you guys know, it's still going on. You can still sacrifice. The only thing is the rate has increased, but you can still sacrifice. Again, it's a sacrifice. There's no guarantee of anything. Don't expect any type of, guarantee of numbers or guarantee of returns. There are no guarantees. We're going to see what happens. But did I go in? Yes. Okay. Hopefully we'll see something successful there. We will be able to farm with our PulseX, from what I understand. So we'll see what happens on that end. So those are the things that are coming up that I have on my radar here. One second here. And these airdrops take long. Not that I'm complaining. I mean, we're thankful we have the means to airdrop this much to share with our team. But we got 2 more here to confirm on this account. So yeah, drip. I mean, if you've been in drip for quite a while, congratulations to you guys. You should be profitable. You got in super early when we first started talking about it back in April. Then for sure you are profitable. Is it still a good time? Yeah, I mean, I think it's still a great time to get into drip because again, Forex is just about to release the 2020 roadmap for 2022. There we go. So we're done with this one. All right, so airdrop from this account is done. Go to this account right here. Let me claim this 235,000. Yeah, they're just about to release the roadmap for 2022 and beyond. There's a lot of stuff going on, lots of advertising. They just get it. There's a lot of dev teams out there, and with this dev team, they know to reinvest back into the business and reinvest into marketing. Getting the project in front of the right eyeballs. Make sure this went through. There you go. All right, so we got it in our balance here. Let me go back. Let me see here. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. So team airdrop. Boom. Done. What was my budget? 130. So again, there was 40 people that had to divvy up the 10,000 on my first account. This one here, I'm assuming is going to be a little bit less. Hopefully this will, run a little bit faster here. But yeah, if you want to get, connected to me or you want to get my airdrops, make sure you're using my buddy address. I have so many people that hit me up saying, yeah, I didn't get, an airdrop. I'm net positive. I got everything, done. Then I tell them to, show me who their buddy is. And it's not even me. Like people just, I don't know. They just don't get it. Make sure you're using the right buddy address. And again, I'm not telling you to use mine, use whoever's. Make sure you have the right buddy there because you can't change it once you have it. Okay. We're just gonna let this run right here. Again, I like to do these airdrops on video because if I don't, people will say, hey, you never did it. So it is a way for me to document the airdrop. I can obviously clearly do an airdrop without putting it on video, but I like to document it. It shows, who's getting it because then people can't come back to me saying, hey, this, that, or the other. It's documented on video. Just bear with me here, or you can click off the video. Totally up to you. Who's getting into layer 2? I'd like to find out. Leave a comment down below. Are you going to be jumping into layer 2? Are you going to be looking to farm over there? Some of you guys may not like farming. I get it. But I'm interested to find out what the pulses of the market, are people excited about it? Are they jumping into layer two? I'd love to find out if you guys are. Let's see if my theory is right. Is there less people? Could be more people. I don't know. Is there less people gonna divvy up that 10,000 here as we get closer to showing you how many there is? All right. So yeah, see, the other one had 40. This one had 24. So if get my trusty, let me just start this here. Direct deposit, right? That's 24 people are going to divvy that up. We're going to get 5.4 drip each. Yeah, so that's about $415. That's going to be given to each person on this account, as opposed to $250 on the first account because it was more people divvying it up. Of course, if you had, and if you were following me on both accounts, then that's, I don't know, what is that, $700, give or take? All right, give me 1 second here. All right, I gotta confirm it. This is less people here, so it should go faster. But sometimes the blockchain doesn't agree with me and it's congested. Looks like it's running really, really slow right now, but it is what it is. Can't complain. Can't complain when everybody is winning, especially people that are subscribed here. If you're on my Telegram, you're winning with this. Obviously, we're making a grip with this. Definitely can't complain. So yeah, follow me on Telegram. I forgot to mention that as well. Check the link down below in the link tree or the description box. Follow me on Telegram. Of course, if you haven't subscribed yet here, subscribe, follow the, not follow, click the little bell icon. So whenever I do a brand new video, you'll get notified straight away. Sometimes with crypto, it is, up to the minute information you need. And we try to do videos as quick as possible. So you want to get notified straight away. If you're smart, you'll follow me on Telegram, because obviously there's a lot of times where I want to, give you some information and I may not be in a position to do a video right there and then. I'll usually post it over on Telegram first, then come back later and do a video on it. But by that time, maybe a few hours of it has, sometimes a few hours or maybe even a day has passed. You're getting the information way late. So again, follow me over on Telegram. Also, while this is running, as far as WhatsApp, I do want to address this again. I know I've addressed it before in a video and I've addressed it over my Telegram, but people are still asking me. I am not on WhatsApp whatsoever. I don't use WhatsApp whatsoever. So if somebody messages you saying that they're me, saying, hey, follow me on WhatsApp, or inviting you to have a conversation over on WhatsApp, or posting a comment underneath the video saying, hey, follow me on WhatsApp, and you think it's me, it's not me. It's a scammer. Obviously, do not follow. I'll never ask you for money. I'm never going to get on, a message over. I'm never going to message you asking for money or saying, hey, send me this or send me that. Never. That'll never, ever happen. So someone is doing that. Just know that it's not me. You should never send people any type of funds over Telegram or messaging, or give out your private keys, et cetera, et cetera. Usually when that happens, you know the deal. So, yeah, doing these airdrops. Some of you guys have messaged me saying, "Hey, what's your airdrop schedule?" I don't have one. I don't have an airdrop schedule. I don't have like a specific day or time, or you know. something fixed like that where I'll do an airdrop. I don't have that. If you're looking for that, this is probably not, the channel for you, or don't use me as your buddy, because I don't do that. That being said, I do them whenever I do them, right? There's been times where I've done airdrops. You know, I've done 3, I think, in 1 week. I believe in December, if I go back, I think I did $50,000 worth of airdrops. It was 3 airdrops. I think I did it over a week, right? I don't normally do that, but it was Christmas time and the holidays, and wanted to, you know, give more airdrops than I usually do. But again, I don't have a specific airdrop schedule. I may do them less frequent than others, but when I do them, they're bigger amounts. So again, you don't like that, it's not for you, or I'm not the one for you. But I do them. I do them 100%. I do airdrops. I think I've done, I don't know, closing in on $400,000 worth of airdrops. I got to check over on the other link where we can track airdrops. But yeah, I do them. I just don't have, a set schedule to do them. So what else? What else is new? I mean, I'm just kind of hanging out with you guys here as I do this. It looks like the miner craze has pretty much dwindled down. It was fun while it lasted. I mean, there was a point in time where there was so many coming out. Every day there was one coming out. And you get into them when they're hot. Right now, it just seems like it's not the time to get into those things. The initial hype has died down, obviously. But we did make quite a bit with it when it was hot. But right now, it just seems like it's not, and it's cyclical, right? A lot of times, you'll have the miners. Previous to that, there was you guys remember, if you've been around that long, the lending platforms back in 2017. They had the lending platforms, and almost like every week there was 2 or 3 of them that were launching. Then they had the super wallets, right, where you had to have the app on your phone. There was a bunch of those things that were launching. I mean, these things are cyclical. You kind of go with what's hot. Then there was the staking, right, the hex clones. Those were hot at one point. We'll see what the next thing is. We got about 4 more here to confirm, and then we will be done. So hopefully you guys know what net positive means. Obviously, you do need to have a net positive account to receive airdrops. It means you have to have deposited more than you've claimed, and you had to. It can't be, it can't be through compounding. Okay, in other words, if I'm doing an airdrop with 100 drip, right? Let's just say, for example's sake, you had to have deposited 100 drip. You can't deposit 50 drip and then compound your way to 100. You had to have deposited 100 drip. Again, want to clarify that. But yeah, this is pretty much done. I've updated you guys on the farm. I've talked about ape heroes. I've talked about some of these different miners. I've talked about the staking, the NFT staking ape heroes is gonna be doing towards the end of the month. We've pretty much talked about what's coming up with PulseX we've touched on as well. But that's pretty much about it, guys. Hopefully you qualified and got a piece of this airdrop. If not, you know what to do for next time. Don't worry about it. There's always going to be a next time. This is not my only airdrop I'm going to do, obviously. But yeah, if you're doing what you need to be doing to build your account, then you're always going to qualify. If you're depositing, growing your deposits, if you're referring people and growing a team, as you can see, like some of these people are doing, you're always going to qualify for whatever I'm doing, because I like to reward the right behavior. And again, there's only 2 things that you can be doing to grow your account: increasing your deposits or depositing more, and growing your team. If you're doing that, you'll get airdrops for me as I do them. So that being said, guys, check out the links down below. Follow me on Telegram, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. I'll catch you in the next video. Stay safe out there, guys. Peace.